Well, so far it's been a wet start to Mother's Day weekend, and the worst of it is yet to come.
And Chief Meteorologist Kate Bilo is tracking heavy rain, gusty winds, and concerns about flooding. Happy Mother's Day!
Wow.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Yeah, happy Friday. It's always kind of a bummer to have such a miserable forecast as we head into the weekend. But if you were looking for an excuse to stay in, snuggle up on the couch, not go anywhere for the weekend, the weather is your excuse. It is going to be pretty miserable all weekend long. Tomorrow, worse than Sunday, but both days are chilly, damp, raw. And tomorrow, some steady rain on and off throughout the entire day, really. Philadelphia right now, you can see the dark clouds, the low clouds hanging over the buildings. The roads are wet. We've got some rain falling in the city. It's relatively light near Philadelphia right now. It's heavier to the south. Right now, reporting heavy rain in Millville and Atlantic City. Wildwood as well. We've got steady rain in Allentown, and it's chilly. Temperatures hovering around the 50-degree mark, and those temperatures are not going to go anywhere tomorrow. We're going to be locked right around this number all day tomorrow thanks to that cold northeast wind and rain on and off throughout the day. So we have one batch of heavy rain in South Jersey right now. You can see a lot of this thunderstorm activity moved off the coast to our south, but this is the next line we're going to be watching lifting through overnight into tomorrow morning. So right now, again, the heaviest rain is over Camden County, Gloucester County, Salem and Cumberland, Vineland, up toward Haddonfield area, up toward portions of central Burlington County, spots like Chemung getting very heavy rain right now, Odessa, Delaware seeing those heavy downpours, and this will continue tonight. So heavy rain through the rest of tonight into the overnight hours. Winds are picking up, but the worst of the wind is tomorrow. That's when we could see gusts 40, 45, 50 miles per hour, especially along the coast. We'll end up with a general 1 to 3 inches of heavy rain. We're not expecting to see much in the way of ground flooding or street flooding with this because it's such a prolonged system and we do need the rain, but it's going to be chilly and raw throughout the entire event. Here's 1:30 a.m. Heavy downpours around the city at that point. There's that line of thunderstorms we're watching. That'll lift through Delaware, and this all pushes north tomorrow morning. As the coastal low takes shape tomorrow, you'll watch how this rain just wraps itself in throughout the day. So there may be a break in the action in the morning, especially from the city on south and east, but it does fill in throughout the course of the day. And once again, like today, some of the heaviest rain tomorrow may be at night. This is 9:30 p.m. Steady downpours around the city and suburbs. Now, Sunday gets better throughout the day. It's still not great, but we've got clouds and showers in the morning. Throughout the afternoon, may even see some clearing in the north and west suburbs, but it's still chilly and windy. So heavy rain, gusty winds, the biggest concerns. Coastal flooding as well will be a concern. Minor risk of outages, especially down the shore where the winds will be strongest. So we have coastal flood warnings for the Delaware beaches and the Jersey Shore. Coastal flood advisory around the Delaware Bay, and with winds tomorrow gusting 35, 40, even 50 miles per hour. We will be in a wind advisory all day. That goes from 8 a.m. tomorrow until 2 a.m. on Sunday. And take a look at those high temperatures. Only in the low 50s. We should be in the low 70s this time of year. Monday, still cloudy and cool, slow to clear. It does look like some improvement next week, but I got to tell you, Yuki, this storm is going to be lurking off the coast. So the forecast is subject to change if that tries to creep back in and bring us even more showers late next week.
Gotcha. And have a happy Mother's Day, Kate.
Thanks so much.
Sports Director
Hill. It's going to be looking damp and gray for a good while. Meteorologist Llarisa Abreu is tracking the soggy stretch of weather. And Llarisa, you know, the mothers deserve much better for Mother's Day.
I know.
Can't you deliver?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, right? You always want really nice weather, especially during such a special holiday. But unfortunately, this is the card we have been dealt. It's all due to an area of low pressure that's going to take its time to move out of our way. And when it hits the water, it's scheduled to intensify and then stall out. We're going to explain in just a moment, make it all make sense. But right now, it is just raining. Very light showers. So this is the gentle rain before this rain really does pick up. Here's that trailing cold front, and this is scheduled to bring severe weather. That severe weather threat stays south. So for us, it's just rain and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder. I know a lot of people are heading down to Citizens Bank Park later on this evening, hopefully to catch the Phillies play. And I don't think it's going to happen. Now, hear me out. We're going to see that rain thin out as we head towards first pitch. So by 7:05, it's not going to be raining as intensely. But as the game gets going, this rain will be picking up in intensity as well as in coverage. And so we're going to be watching closely if that game does pan out. Storm threats include this. Heavy rain. That's one thing we're going to be watching, this rain picking up here as we head towards the second part of the day. With all of that rain that's anticipated, we can't completely rule out the threat for flooding. In fact, out towards the shore, the threat is moderate. There will be a watch that goes into effect. We'll show you that in a moment. Gusty winds also a possibility. We'll feel those winds, not so much today. That comes tomorrow as that area of low pressure just sits outside of the Jersey Shore coast. And of course, when you couple the rain and the winds, you could see an isolated threat for outages. So those are our impacts. At least that's what we're anticipating as the system gets going. Let's go ahead and talk timing. Take a look at 5 p.m. in the evening. This is steady rainfall over us. Now, if this is the time that you head home from work, just pack your patience with you. You'll need it. We're talking widespread rain at that time, thinning out briefly, only to pick back up as we head towards the evening hours. 9:30 looks like a complete washout. We'll be tracking heavy rain pretty much from the mountains to the coast. And as we move the clock forward, more rain for Saturday. And that rain, while it won't be as intense, you can see we have some pockets of clearing throughout the day, some pockets of drier air throughout the day, but we're still going to be in and out of those rain showers. And unfortunately for us, that sticks around through Sunday morning. And I also want to point out, notice a little bit of blue out towards the Poconos. Yeah, we're even going to see a few flurries fly up in the Poconos, and that takes place of Saturday night and into Sunday morning. So how much rain we're talking? A good bit of it, anywhere between 1 to possibly 2.5 inches. The latest model run even puts us upwards of 3.5 inches. So that's a lot of rain happening in such a short amount of time, which brings me to this. Not only will we be dealing with those strong winds, but of course that heavy rain and high tide will exacerbate the threat for flooding. So we do have a flood watch. But of course, Mother's Day weekend, we have your forecast for you, Mom. Temperatures will be in the 50s here Saturday and Sunday, so just be patient. Next week looks a whole lot better.